soil to sway the outcome in their favor. Members of parliament from the pastoralist communities have piled pressure on President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga to intervene so that no county loses money. Compounded by the delay in disbursement of funds from the Treasury, the Senate impasse is threatening to paralyze county operations further. Here now is KTN's political affairs reporter Jeff Kirui with the details.
Let us pray. As the Senate sitting to determine the fate of county governments on revenue sharing formula draws nearer, lobbying is in top gear. Members of parliament from the pastoralist communities piling pressure on party leaders to intervene and save their counties from losing money in the proposed formula.
Once again, making a clarion call to our senators as they are about to make history again, to stand by their earlier decision and defy divisive politics that will destroy this country and damage the rights of the marginalized citizens of this country.
We are tired of this marginalization. They are bringing a new sensational paper number 10 of 1965 turu kina Kangata na kina Moses Kuria, na hiyo sisi tunakataa.
Wewe ndo president wa nchi, tunataka tupata haki yetu. Kama hutaki tupata haki yetu, tusisumbuane na nchi yetu hii Kenya, tuachane. Hakuna haja kusumbuana. Kana hiyo Central Kenya wasema sisi tunataka Kenya yetu pande lingine.
Last week's session saw 25 senators against 22 vote against an amendment to have the proposal passed, but its application deferred for 2 years. Sources now intimating to KTN News that some of the senators from the 7 whose counties were gaining but voted against the proposal are being pushed to rescind their decision ahead of the vote.
President Kenyatta has got only 12 months to go now in his term, in his final term. He should work around the clock to unite this country and leave a united Kenya. We don't want to be divided. We don't want to be divided through money.
When you take something like that to the floor of the House, where you're alienating another part of Kenya against another part of Kenya, it's a failure of leadership, because I believe they can sit down and come up with a middle ground.
Council of Governors Chair Wycliffe Oparanya says the county is staring at the paralysis, urging the national government to come up with a fund to cushion those set to lose in the proposed formula.
It is up to the national government through parliament to make sure also in terms of conditional grants, those other counties which need services because of population and so on, they also don't lose.
No county should lose. They should be appropriately compensated. But that should not also stop the formula moving forward. It should move forward so long as these ones are compensated. Next year, hopefully, with the passing of BBI, which is giving us 35 plus, then that will be able to take care.
The National Treasury is yet to release funds to the counties for the new financial year, further complicating the financial crisis in counties.
The national government has paid salaries to the employees June and July. County governments are now being treated as other citizens that for 2 months they have not been paid salary. And this one country, is it fair?
Jeff Kirui, KTN News.
Meanwhile, the Commission on Revenue Allocation now admits that it is indeed a complicated process to determine an appropriate formula for revenue sharing. CRA Chairperson Dr.